This video is for one of the scouting requirements for the collections merit badge. So this is the video on one of the requirements where I have to take a video of my collection and just describe it a little bit, and that's basically it. So I want to start right here, and right here, so my collection is a collection full of Warhammer 40k, which is a war game on a board war game in which you choose a faction and you basically just assemble an army, and you can get different models from different game stores, and you assemble the models, and you paint them as well. So I have most of these models here painted, and most of these models I painted myself. I think there's maybe one or two of them that my dad painted when I first started out. So I do want to say that this model right here is not fully painted. It's more or less just, it's got one of the coats on it. It's got one of the base coats on it, which is done with an airbrush over there at the airbrush station. And so that just has the base coat, and then this one is just not painted at all. It's assembled but not painted. And so for now, this is kind of the army that I have for Warhammer, excluding these two miniatures right here. But this is about the army that I have, and the reason that this model right here and where is it? Here it is. This model right here are not painted as well is those were some of my first paint jobs, and I didn't even have an airbrush back then. That was a long time ago. And so far this is my painted army. And so over here is where the first part happens. So these are also part of my army. I believe this is a Storm Raven gunship, which I have some pieces taken off so I can paint in those areas. And those pieces are over there at the detailing and painting station. And so this is, I believe, I want to say, okay, I also have that able to come off, so that's easier to paint as well. I believe this is a Stormfire bunker, or like a Stormhill bunker, but that is also over here. I think that these all have like the second base coat on them because they're all blue. And this one, this is, I believe, an Interceptor, and I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember what this one's called, but these are all just have their first few base coats on them. They're not done yet getting airbrushed, and this is my dad's airbrush. This is what he uses to airbrush them. And what you do is you push down to have the air throw, and then you push farther back for more and more paint to come out. And so over here, when that's all done, this is where all the painting happens. And so all these miniatures might have a little bit of painting started. This is a chaplain, and it has a little bit of painting done. I know it has the gold on it, and it has a little bit of silver for its gun right there. And then this is the windshield for the Storm Raven gunship over there, and then this is also a windshield for another mount that goes on top of the Raven gunship, and then it goes on top of this right here, which also goes on a Storm Raven gunship. And so here are some more bikers that you saw over here, and this is what I'm hoping they'll look like when I'm done painting them. But that's what the bikers look like when they're fully painted. And so here is, these are I think they're assault intercessors, if I'm not mistaken. And those are, I don't think I have any of those started yet, because I'm painting these guys, and you know, these, because they need a lot more detailing because of their uniqueness in the army. And so that's what I have so far for them. And so these are some of my dad's miniatures over here that he's painting up. He has, this is a Tallyman. It's not from the same faction as my army, but it's just something I wanted to show. And then I believe that should be it. Oh, I missed. This is probably one of my favorite models that I have, and it's the last model I'll be showing you. This is an Imperial Knight, which is a bigger unit. It's in the same faction, but it could also be used in a different army of a different faction because it has some of the same faction keywords. I'm not going to get into that, but the Imperial Knight is basically just a massive walking machine that has massive guns and destroys anything in its path. And we have a few of those in the closet. But that is the entire kind of process, I guess, kept to a short length. That's the army right there, and I believe that's all I have to show. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching this video. Bye.